stress by addressing its root cause. Joining me now with more is the founder of Restored Identity, board-certified functional health practitioner, Amy Miller. Amy, welcome to Bloom.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
So this is exciting because there's a new approach to helping people feel better, whether it is mentally, physically, by having a personalized approach to what's going on.
Yes, correct. We actually have a systematic approach that we've created at our company that helps to relieve stress in the body. And often the reason we can't take on stress is because our body is just full of so much toxins. So even just the smallest little thing out of place can cause such like a reaction in our body. So we've developed a system. It doesn't matter what type of illness you're dealing with or anything. You just open the pathways, take the metals out of the body, and then go after parasites, and then the body is just restored. And that relieves the stress that's building up in the body, and that helps you function at a level where you're like, okay, these little things going on around me aren't so tough, because you just feel better. And when you feel better, you can operate better.
Talk to me about how we're being exposed to so many toxins, because if you look at blood work of people, I mean, I feel like I have a pretty clean living life, yet, my blood work shows, and, advanced stuff shows that toxins just build up.
Yeah, they do. I mean, so it's obviously the food that we're eating. We have a lot of processed foods, high sugar foods, medications we're taking, even body products that we use are filled with these chemicals that disrupt our endocrine system, which means our hormones go out of whack, and then our thyroid goes, and then all of a sudden we're just like, we're tired all the time. And all you have to do is take these simple steps to remove these toxins and put back the good stuff that we know. On my TikTok, I teach people how to make all their own products and stuff. So it's like, if we just take away the toxins and start putting the bad stuff in, the good stuff back in, then the body can restore itself.
Yeah, talk to me about your TikTok handle. It's different from the name we just introduced you.
Yeah. So when I'm a big believer. So when I created my TikTok, it was Amy and Elohim, which is another name for God. And my TikTok blew up so quickly that everybody just started calling me Amy Elohim. So that's how that name came about. And
you do believe a lot in faith-based healing, because I've been watching your TikToks and reading up on you, and that plays a big role in the balance that you personally find in life.
Yeah, God put everything here for us. He said, I give you every seed-bearing fruit there was for food. And he said, the leaf thereof shall be for medicine. So I just started taking all of this that I found in scripture, and I'm like, okay, if it worked then, it's got to work now. And I was able to restore my body from celiac, IBS, PCOS, anxiety, depression, fibromyalgia. All of these things just fell by the wayside when I just started putting goodness back in. And that's what led to Restored Identity.
That is really, really interesting. And I think you're right, because I took one of these just for fun, just to see where I was from. I took one of these 23andMe kits. And, it didn't really show a history of cancers, because they do the health aspects of it as well. Right. Yet that both my parents died from cancer, and it just goes to show, like, if you go back to nature, the way my grandmother did things and her grandmother did things, it was a natural approach to healing, and everybody was a lot better back then.
Yes, absolutely, I agree. Lifestyle genetics loads the gun, but lifestyle pulls the trigger. So it doesn't matter what genetics we have. We can take things back into our own hands and start implementing these, simple ancient ways and restore ourselves. So we don't have to spend a lifetime being sick and feeling miserable.
And it seems, just from the amount of followers that you have and the clicks and the likes, that people are really, subscribing to what you have to say.
Yeah, because they're putting it into practice. We have people who had cancer and now they no longer have cancer. We've had people who had cirrhosis and a fatty liver and now they no longer have. So it works if you just trust the process.
Yeah,
it works. Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to share Amy's story on bloomtampabay.com.